Hello, and welcome back to Hollow Knight. Last time, we managed to get one of the best upgrades in the game, the Mantis Claw, which enables us to slide along walls and do wall jumps from them. So that is super terrific. And now that we have that ability, the ability to do the wall jumps, a lot more areas potentially open up to us. And I think possibly one of them is over here. So in the previous episode, we weren't able to figure out a way to kind of like go and visit this bug over here. And I think possibly there is a way, now that we have the Mantis Claw, to get in there. So I just want to go check that out. If I go down to the bottom over here, can I manage to... Oh! There's a secret right over here through the wall. I did not remember that. Is that how I get where I'm going? Guess we're about to find out. Ouch. Alright, there's a case where my Thorns of Agony kind of saved me in the end. Because I'm good at... Oops, taking damage. Ouch. Alright, you need to die. Use this. Kablam! Alright. And we got a journal entry in there somewhere, which I guess, since it just popped up, I'll go ahead and pull up. It was probably for killing a bunch of the shroomlings, yeah. So after you kill a number of them, we decipher more of the hunter's notes. Looks like an ordinary mushroom until you get close, then it pops out of the ground and starts scurrying around blindly. Very, very amusing. So basically, after you defeat enough of a number of a particular enemy, the hunter's notes at the bottom basically give you a little bit more lore or backstory related to those monsters. Okay, but it does appear that this is the way I want to go. And so I guess with my wall jump, I can go over here and then over here. Oh, gosh. All right. Golka. Ouch. Oh, once again, Thorns of Agony. Managed to help kill a bad guy for me. Looks like I can go up this wall. And then dash over to this wall. Yeah. Alright, and then, yeah, some more careful dashing. You just kind of naturally stick to the wall, and there's just one dash button. Unlike some other games where, like, right trigger dashes to the right and left trigger dashes to the left, there's just one dash button, and so it's either the direction that you're facing, or if you're sliding onto a wall, it automatically dashes you off the wall. Occasionally, that gets me, I think due to, like, muscle memory, that I still have left over from playing Rogue Legacy, which had kind of like both dash buttons to go in opposite directions. But in any case, managed to navigate that little wall jumping place, and we can finally check out what's going on over here. Oh, please, don't leave me behind. You forgot about me? I knew you would. Everyone always forgets about me. And then she wakes up. Oh, who are you? Your face. You're so... It's Bretta. I'm sorry, I got lost. I don't know how I ended up here. You came here just to rescue me? Bretta? The girl that everyone just ignores? Alright, apparently we have rescued you. Sorry, when I look at your face, I just can't believe you came all the way down here to rescue me. I don't think anybody... Sorry, thank you. I better go. Back to town, I better go home. Thank you. Alright, we rescued Bretta, hooray. And sure enough, if we step on that, it did look like a breakable floor, and it just goes and breaks out from under us. So just like we managed to rescue Sly, after he was kind of under the trance of that orangey glow, we've also rescued Bretta, and so perhaps we will see her. Oops! Again in the future in town. Why don't I go rest on this bench to save our progress and heal myself back up? And if we take a look at the map, in the Mantis Village, there was a way to go kind of further below into the Mantis Village. And then some other places in the Fungal Waste that we haven't gone to. So I think let's just do a little bit more exploring for the moment. Yeah, let's head up here. Ooh, there's some geo in the area right above me that I'd failed to notice before. I'm getting close to 1,000 geo. Hello. Ah. And so it would be good find some opportunities to spend geo on things that I want to spend it on, and so it could also be good to get back to a STAG station so that we could travel, do some fast travel and get back to Dirtmouth and some of the shopkeepers over there, because I know they still have some things that I want. Or to Salubra's Charm Shop would be another good place to go. Hello. Ouch. Ah, alright. Thorns once again. And yeah, it's still farther up that I need to go if I'm trying to get to. Oops. Over back into the Mantis Village. Hello. There we go. And let's go ahead and just shoot you, and then I can finish you off with one more strike with the nail. Yeah, there we go. Great. Alright, so we had explored a little bit in here, and this is where we'd gotten the mantis claw. Yikes. Okay. Killed once more. But one direction we hadn't gone last time, and I think because it wasn't open to us. I think one of the levers we pulled actually opened it. But there's a way down that goes further down into here. So let's do some exploring. Being careful not to fall into spikes when possible. Alright, I see the mantis. Ouch. It was on the wall right there. He'll probably come find me and I can finish him off. Yeah. Great. Oops. I did not mean to hit that. For a moment, my brain completely forgot all the button controls of this game. I hit multiple wrong buttons in a row. But hopefully Brian's brain has come back. Alright, so let's do some crazy wall jumping and see what it gets us. Okay, so that just kind of unlocks a little shortcut door over here. Fair enough. Is there something more over here? Hold on. This is just where I walked in. Okay, great. So that gives us a way to kind of avoid all those spikes over there, if we so choose. And then down here, more levers that unlock more doors. There's stuff down and across. There's a mantis youth to attack over here, so let's go ahead and get him out of the way so I can explore without being under attack at the same time. Oops, yikes. Not that not being under attack doesn't mean I'm still not going to kill myself one way or another. Alright, so let's be careful about all the spikes. Here's another door to unlock. And I see a geopile in the bottom left, so let's go grab that. Thank you. Gathering Swarm will gather up all the geo, even if it falls on some spikes. There's a guy below us, as well as one over here. I don't have... Ouch. I don't have enough soul to shoot at him. And... Oh, hello. Okay. You need to die. One more. Great. And I can't go this way, so I guess I have to go around down here and fight this guy. Alright, I'm ready. Boom! There we go. I do like the ranged attack, but since you can only fire it a few times, because you only have so much of your soul, that light liquid that fills up each time you strike people with your nail, you have to use it. You have to be choosy about when you use it. Alright, and if we come down here, there's a bunch of mantises, and we could do a challenge. This is kind of a tough boss battle challenge. Should I do it? I think I'm not going to do it right now. I would like to be stronger, and so you'll just have to wait to see what that boss battle challenge is like, but I'm relatively certain that I would lose if I were to try it right now. So I just wanted to go ahead and show off that it's there and kind of get that on my map. Oops, ouch. Okay, that was taking advantage of invincibility frames right there. I was surprised I didn't take a second hit from that guy. But the Mantis Village Challenge is definitely something that we will come back to in the future. Let's unlock another little shortcut, and there's another direction that we can go over here. Huh! And that guy just goes and hits something to shut the door right in front of us. And if I walk out and walk back in, is the door open again? Nope. Now it's just shut. Alright, so we won't be able to go in there right now because that guy shuts the door and there isn't any other way to get through. So if I take a look at the map, I guess I have to go back to a bench if I actually want to map out the Mantis Village, but I think those are most of the places to visit, apart from doing the challenge. So instead, yeah, let's try to visit some of the other directions that we can go out here. Oh, hello. Oh! And I see QUIRREL again, up here on the right. Let's go talk to him. Oh yeah, I remember this too. QUIRREL says, "Hello again. I suppose you've already met with the tribes of this village, hmm? They seem a little distrustful as strangers, to put it lightly. They're not brutes, though, no. The sickness in the air that clouds the minds of lesser beasts, they resist it. They retain their intellect and their honor, though also their lethal traditions. I've some words of advice, my friend. If you plan to challenge the lords of this tribe, your blunted nail may prove inadequate. There's a city nearby, the old capital of Hallownest. I've heard a NAILSMITH resides there. Seek the old bug out, and you may find progress that much easier. So QUIRREL recommends that we go see the NAILSMITH in order to upgrade our nail before we go and try to challenge the Mantis Lords. And right now we have an old nail, a traditional weapon of Hallownest. Its blade is blunt with age and wear, and so if we could upgrade that, that would make us more powerful and better able to fight some bosses. My own route takes me toward that great city. If you search out the NAILSMITH, it may not be long until our paths cross again. We do tend to see QUIRREL a lot. Alright, it seems like that's all that he has to say. There was a way out kind of upwards from here, and so let's go back out that way. Oops, I forgot there were still bad guys in this area. So yeah, I take a lot of damage, and so having the combination of the Thorns of Agony and the Stalwart Shell work well for me, because once you take that first bit of damage, it's often easy to then finish off enemies with that combination of charms. Alright, so we are going to explore upwards back into the fungal waste, try to get some more rooms on the map that we don't have mapped out just yet, and I think I just got a new entry in my, what's it called? Hunter's Journal. Mantis youth. As it grows, it loses the ability to fly. Passage into adulthood is often celebrated, but as time goes by, we realize that what we have lost. Alright, so that's why the youths can fly, and the adults cannot. Apparently that's an ability they lose after they grow up, which is... Are there any bugs that are actually like that? Like, I can think of, lots of, like, caterpillars and different things that turn into butterflies and go the other way. There's a weird-looking tree here. It's not a whole lot we can do to interact with it right now, but perhaps that will become more meaningful in the future. Yeah, I can't think if there's any bugs that start out being able to fly and then, like, mutate or transform into something that can't fly later in life, in real life. Wanderer's Journal. Do we have one of these already? I don't remember if we've had one of those, actually. No, that's our first one. Wanderer's Journal, a journal left behind by a long-dead traveler. The words are written in a forgotten dialect and difficult to understand. A relic from Hallownest's past. This item now holds little value except for those dedicated to the kingdom's history. Alright, so apparently this little bug left behind his journal before he perished, and we have found it. And whether or not that will become useful to us, we'll find out later. For now, let's explore more of the fungal wastes, and I think it's the case that there is a place to go to the left, yeah, from this room, in order to go somewhere that we don't have explored yet on the map. So let's try to do that over here. Wait for my coins to come catch me before I transfer screens. Okay, but over here, I cannot jump high enough in order to get up there. So, oops, here on the map, to the left of the Mantis Village and the fungal wastes, there's somewhere that if I had a higher jump, I'd be able to get there, but I can't get there right now. And I think that was possibly also the case... Actually, now that I have the wall jump, I might be able to get to the other place in the fungal waste on the map. That was kind of an unexplored, ouch, direction. And I do try to keep track of them. I'll just try to keep track of some of my own notes, kind of between episodes, so that as we get new mobility power-ups, we'll remember the places that we need to go back to, to continue to explore. Because, yeah, just kind of like such is the nature of this kind of metroidvania style game, where as you get more mobility, you'll need to kind of retrace your steps, and there'll be more places that become open to you. But at this point, now that we've got the Mantis Claw, yeah, I would like to get back to the STAG station. And I know basically how to get there, and I think I can do it without traveling to any new areas at this point. And oops, yikes, okay, Thorns of Agony, help me out. Actually, let's heal up before we go killing more bad guys, since we'll gain some more soul. Yeah, I think I know where I need to go, and so I'll plan to meet you guys over at the STAG station. Alright, so I've made it back to Queen's Station after traveling through the fungal wastes. It's still the case that there's this sparkly noise over here, but now I have new mobility power-up. So let's see if I can wall jump and wall jump. Ouch! And dash right into some thorns. Let's try that again. Okay, perhaps I don't need to dash as far. There we go. And then up here, I guess I could do this. Great. And then this. Uh-huh. There we go. And open up a shortcut to get to it as well. What do we have here? It's another mask fragment. So now I've got 3 of 4. So 1 more. And I would gain the ability to have more maximum health. Which is something I very dearly want. Because that's useful in just about any of these games. So we'll go ahead and... I guess there's nothing new on the map. Because I just kind of retrace steps through ways I've already gone. But at this point, if we go back to Dirtmouth, I think possibly Sly still had another mask fragment for sale in his shop. And if he did, we should be able to purchase that and increase our maximum health. And I've got a lot of money, and so I might be able to purchase something else as well. So that is my next plan. Oh, look who's here! It's Bretta. She's resting on the bench beside us. And can we talk to her here? We cannot. She's just silent. Let me go purchase the mass fragment, and then we'll talk to Elderbug. We've done a lot, and whenever you kind of progress through the game, Elderbug tends to have new things to say. Sly does indeed sell a mass shard for 500. There's only one left. It's going to cost me. That's fine. 500. I'm very willing to pay for that, because with the 4th one... Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I like the music and the animation for that. Alright, now we have 6 life hearts rather than just 5, so that's terrific. And we still have 682 money to spend. I could get a vessel fragment. Don't have enough for the key or the lantern yet. The lantern could be good to save up for. And I forget, does Sly say anything else? Pockets feeling empty. If you need more geo, take a trip into the ruins below. Yeah, I think we've seen this before. Alright, so we bought that. Let's talk to Elderbug. See if he has new things to say. Bretta's like, oh! It's my savior. Oh, what a turn. Our shopkeep's come home. Just wandered back in. Oh, I guess I haven't talked to him since Sly came back. I'd hoped for grand tales of his time below, but he seems to remember almost nothing. Maybe it was all too much for him. If you're interested in his wares, watch out. He drives a hard bargain. I know, I just paid 500 for a mask shard. No competition. That's the problem. It's bad for the market. Not that he's complaining. That lovely young lass returned to us. I must admit, I'd placed thin odds on her survival. Hooray, I rescued her. Seems to think very highly of her rescuer. Some sort of dashing warrior type. Barely stopped gushing since he got back. The warrior must have passed down below while I was taking my nap. Such a shame. I'd have loved to meet so impressive a bug. It was me! If only I had the voice, I could tell you. Hallownest Great Capital is what most of you brave types come to see. Thinking to loot its treasures, I suppose? It must be brimming with them. Right, the capital. That's where QUIRREL told us to find the nail master who could sharpen our nail. It must be brimming with treasures, right. The city's right at the center of the kingdom, though I hear the gates are sealed, so gaining entry can be difficult. It'd be a rich bug that could return with even a fraction of the wealth inside. Despite my age, I've only seen a few who've managed it. Must say something of the dangers in its streets. Feeling tired? The bench may be iron. Okay, but I assure you it's comfortable. I believe we've seen that before, and that's kind of his default thing to say. Alright, so we've made a lot of progress. I think Zote was here before. Does he have anything new to say? That's the same thing he said last time, I believe. We rescued him from a bug, but he doesn't seem to care about it. I don't remember if we have seen Tizo. Pale thing, you wear that nail with ease. If you're in search of combat, you'll find no great warriors in this decaying burrow. I've heard an arena exists somewhere below, one built for our like. Meet me there, and we'll test what skills you possess. I'm heading down soon. Come and find me if you dare. Alright, so this is Tizo, and he tells us that there's an arena where we can do some fighting. Hallownest. What challenges await in its ruin? And that's all he has to say. Serema. And I don't believe this door was open before. Oh! I did not remember that this was here. It's another mass shard. So that is terrific. And there's also a little plushie doll that looks a lot like me. And if we go over here, the White Savior, the maiden woke in darkness. Confused, she reached out. Sharp brambles jabbed at all sides. Burning acid bubbled close below. What nightmare had led her here? What hopes of survival remained? Doomed she thought herself, and to despair she fell, until a light bloomed far in the distance, a bright, glowing spot fast approaching. It swept majestic about the thorns, leapt above burning waters, and dove towards the maiden. Coming close, the form revealed at last, a beautiful being, sharp horns, gleaming white, arms reached out for the damsel, gathering her up, grip firm. So it's like Bretta's journal or something. This is Bretta's bedroom. Yeah, okay. And it just says the same thing if we read it again. Alright. But apparently that's where Bretta lives. Great. Woo! And she gasps at the sight of us. Okay, so at this point, what would be a good thing to do next? If I take a look at the big map, here's all the places that we have been. Now that we have the Mantis Claw, there's definitely some more places that we could get to. And I'm trying to think about what would be good to do next. Definitely what QUIRREL recommended, trying to find the way to the city so that we could sharpen our nail could be good. And there is another direction through the fungal wastes that we haven't traced out on the map that looks very kind of decorated over there. And so since that's near where we last saw QUIRREL, that seems like a good place that we could go exploring. And so I'm going to take the Stag way back down to Queen Station. I'm going to run over through the fungal wastes. Alright, I've made my way over to here in the fungal wastes, where it looks like to the right is the direction that we have not yet explored. That's quite impressive looking. And there's a big hallway over here. So where is this going to take us? Inspect. Here ends the Pilgrim's Way. Ah, you recall when we first entered... It might even be like before Green Path, like up in the Forgotten Crossroads, in that building, or the kind of like tall room to the left, which is one of the first rooms that we went into. It talked about the beginning of the Pilgrim's Way. Hallownest's heart lays open before you. Proceed onwards to share in its glory. And... Oops. There's what looks like it could be a bridge, but it's not actually a bridge right there. So it seems like we're going to have to take the more difficult route to get there. Fortunately, with the Mantis Claw, it seems like we have the mobility that we need in order to traverse this dangerous path. And let's see, I guess I can go like this. Oops, ouch. Alright, I'm glad I have the extra health, because the way that I'm playing right now, it seems like I'm going to need it. Okay. Ooh, there's a way up here. Let's check it out. That's a secret. And, oh, that's quite nice. I'm already all healed up, right? Yeah, but we can replenish our soul over here. With this guy. Is there anything else up here? Anytime you first kind of enter a secret area, it plays that tone. There's a variety of ways that this game does a very good job. Oh, look at this, a switch. A good job letting you know places you've already been, because there'll be, for example, piles of geo that don't regenerate, and so if you see a broken pile of geo, you know you've already been there. If you uncover a secret for the first time, it makes the sound, but if you uncover it again, it doesn't make the sound anymore. So the game's good at using things other than the map itself to kind of help you figure out where you've been and where you still need to go. Alright, and so basically these switches will go and build the bridge back, so that's terrific. And over here, inspect. A large knight statue. There's a socket in its chest. Insert the city crest, which we got from, I think, defeating False Knight way back near the beginning, is an item that we picked up, the city crest, so let's insert it. Alright, and it appears the gate is opening for us. Hooray! We've made it inside. And now we're trapped. Okay. It does look like there might be some other way to get back over here. Oops. And so let's try to check that out. Perhaps there's a way to get around the gate from the top. Well, there's definitely some geo here. I see, and there's one of these floors that seems to shake when I walk on it, but I don't yet have any kind of downward strike or whatever I might need to actually break open that floor, and so perhaps that's a power-up that we'll get in the future that will give us an opportunity to travel back in that direction if we can't reopen the gate. And you might see something on the ceiling. Might be able to hear it squeaking a little bit too. That's a bellfly. And that's how they attack. We will see more of them in the future, I'm sure. Oops, alright. Well, good job, Thorns. Helping me kill bad guys once again. And we're currently in an area where we don't have a map. And so we'll just have to do some exploring. Looks like there's a way to go up here, so let's try going up here. Alright. There is a switch to unlock a door. And so it looks like if we went further to the right and came up, we might be able to get around that particular switch. So that can give us kind of a vague goal of where to go. And here's a new enemy. Ouch. Who has a long reach. And can strike out. Let's learn a little bit about that guy. He is a Husk Sentry. Animated remains of Hallownest Sentry. Still retains some memory of its former task. Alright, so he'll be one of the more formidable opponents we will find in this area. There's a bellfly up on the ceiling. You can see it looking back and forth with its head. If you time things well, you can hit it with your nail and manage to kill it. And if you do, then the explosion doesn't actually hurt you. But here is a bellfly. Thin wings hide a highly volatile belly. Will give its own life to protect its territory. Yeah, those are bad guys. The first few times you encounter them, they can be difficult to see coming, but since they always kind of make a squeaky noise as you get close, like you can kind of hear them, so you know when to be on the alert. And then once you know that you can attack them just by doing an upward strike, they're actually relatively straightforward to deal with. But I think they are one of the few enemies that does 2 damage with their big explosions rather than just 1 damage. So that can make them quite difficult. The music in this area becomes amazing. There's a lot of good music in this game, but especially here. Oh, I was doing a relatively good job there for a moment. I'll probably try to be a little bit quieter so you can hear a little bit more of the music. And we're inside a building in a rainy city. Alright. You. Oh, I thought you were dead. You still have a hit left. There we go. Alright, here there are elevators. That's the elevator call button. And that's what activates it to move around. And we actually just passed a little area there. Do I want to go there? Let's check it out. I think it might be useful. The great gates have been sealed. None shall enter, none shall leave. I see. That kind of tells the story of what just happened to us. We managed to enter briefly, and then it closed back behind us. Oh, hey, look, it's QUIRREL once again. And a bench. Terrific. Let's talk to QUIRREL. The capital lies before us, my friend. What a somber place it seems, and one that holds the answer to many a mystery. I too have felt the pull of this place, though now I sit before it, I find myself hesitant to descend. Is it fear, I wonder, or something else that holds me back? The city looks to be built in an enormous cavern, and the rain pours down from cracks in the stone above. There must be a lot of water up there somewhere, I suppose. If the cave roofs stayed strong this long, it should hold for us. The rain seems to come down endlessly, though. I like to see where it all comes from before I leave this kingdom. What a sight it must be. If you look down from here, through the rain, you can just make out those twisted sentries, their husks still stuck in endless patrol. I'd be cautious around them, my short friend. Their training will not have been forgotten. The city presents some formidable foes. It does. That's one of the reasons I came here, because my understanding is I can upgrade my nail. Isn't this a wonderful spot for a rest? I so love the sound of the rain upon glass. Anything else to say? That's it. Alright. I'm just going to let the music play as I explore and fight some bad guys for a minute here. Alright, we've seen this guy before. Ouch. Ah. Alright, I missed. And let's see. We could either take the elevator or we can just hop down. I'll just hop down. Oops. Ah. That was an easy enemy. We've seen him before. I should not be taking damage to that guy. Here's a new kind of chest that contains a bunch of geo. That was a lot of geo. That's good. Oops. Okay, this is water that's not acidic. City of Tears. Alright, so we found our way to a new area. And you might see a sign over here that looks a bit like a nail. And so that's the way I'm going to head, because one imagines that that might be the way to the nailsmith. Alright, more of these guys. Alright, Pogo seems to work pretty well. There we go. I think it takes 5 hits to kill that guy. And let's see. 2 hits to kill a Vengefly. 3 hits to kill that little husk guy. And I think I hear so like a tink, tink, tink sound somewhere nearby. Yeah, 3 to kill those guys, 2 to kill the flies. Now if I go up here, what will we find? It's a crazy house where the tink, tink noise is coming from. Have you brought me another nail to be honed? Leave it on the ground and return later, if you're still breathing. Hmm? Oh, I thought you were someone else. After a nailsmith, are you? Yes, I am. Well, you found one. I'm not much for talk, but if it's a nail that needs repair, then you've come to the right bug. Your own nail is in quite a sorry state. It's obviously not one of mine. Still, anything can be refined with enough effort and skill, even that broken blade. If you'd like, I can reforge your nail. It'll make the blade far more deadly. Pay Geo to strengthen the nail. Yes, please. All right. 250. Totally worth it. As you wish. I'll get to work then. That's cool looking. There we go. The reforging is complete. I've honed your nail's edge. You'll find it much stronger than it used to be. Head out there and test its strength against your foes. Okay, I will. Let's talk to this guy again. You're still here? Is there something else you want? If you bring me a piece of pale ore, I can forge it into your nail and make it stronger. Okay, so we can upgrade it again if we find pale ore. All right. Great. So our nail is purportedly stronger, and conveniently, this is, once again, good game design set up in an area where there's a variety of different monsters that took a different number of hits. This guy used to take 3, now he takes 2. You used to take 2. Now you take 1. And finally, there's one other type of guy, the sentry or whatever guy over here, who we can also fight and see how much he's going to take. I think he's right over here. He used to take 5 hits. Oops. Well, my thorns just hit him. But I'm pretty sure he's 4 hits now. And yeah, the damage numbers are actually kind of complicated. I think it's like the original nail, like it's for 5, and then the upgraded nail hits for 7, and you could upgrade it again and it hits for 9 kind of things. And then various bad guys have various number of hit points that turn them into like 2-hit and 3-hit and 4-hit kills. So in any case, we have an upgraded nail. It's quite a bit stronger. It's going to make it so it takes fewer hits to kill a bunch of bad guys, and that's going to be super terrific for us. So that's great. We still don't have a map for this area, and so we'll have to do some just kind of wandering around to try to find our way. I forget, I think I didn't take this elevator down, but I think there is, yeah, something over here. It's kind of like higher up. So let's start with the elevator over here. This guy flies. What is he called? Winged Sentry. Patrols the heights of the vast cavern in which the city was built. He's a somewhat formidable enemy, especially in large open spaces like this. This guy doesn't like to leave his ledge, and so that's going to work in my favor. And we'll be able to verify. Ah, darn it. I was going to try to verify that he takes just 4 swipes with the nail now, but I failed to hit him on the 4th time. And that winged sentry guy... how many hits were you? Let's see if I can manage it. 1. Oops. Alright, my thorns got him again, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much damage the thorns do off the top of my head. They do a fair amount. I think it might be more than just one nail hit's worth. Ooh, there's a glowy thing over there. I want that. Give me the glowy. Okay, except for there's a bad guy up here. Wing sentry. Ouch. Alright. Yeah. There we go. Pick up the thingy. It's a Hallownest seal. A Hallownest seal is official seal of the Kingdom of Hallownest, symbolizing the authority of the king and his knights. A relic from Hallownest's past. This item now holds little value, except for those dedicated to the kingdom's history. Alright. Another one of these relics. And let's see, is there a place that I can jump down to on here? Well, there's a guy over there. So I guess we'll travel here. Ouch. To this guy. And yeah, there's a ledge up here. Oops, hello. Another one of you guys. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and skip past you. Because I would like to get to somewhere. Ideally, yikes. Okay, that's a big guy. We're not going to worry about him just yet. Ideally, another bench. I think actually there is one up here somewhere. Okay, you we know how to deal with. And apparently it's by taking a bunch of damage. Okay, there's this guy again. Can I go up again? Yes. Let's do that. Just avoid him for the moment. He looks big and strong. Okay, I can't go through there yet. And I hear a bell fly somewhere. This elevator goes even higher up. Let's try to take it as far up to the top as we can, actually. Okay, that is currently closed off, and that's closed off. So I guess we'll have to head back down. There's a bell fly. Ouch. Okay, there's an example of them hitting you for 2 damage. There's me taking him out. And what do we have over here? A rancid egg. Sly had those for sale in his shop as well. Alright, it was like in a pile of yellow goop. Let's see. Okay, down here there's another ledge. There's another bellfly. Ah, darn it. Okay, I am actually taking a bunch of damage now, so let's be careful. One of the interesting trade-offs with the fact that we have an upgraded nail is it takes fewer hits to kill bad guys, but your soul refills based on each time you strike an enemy. And so if it takes fewer strikes to kill an enemy, you actually get fewer soul, less soul to fill up your soul well, to cast spells and different things as a result of upgrading the nail. And so it's kind of an interesting trade-off. The elevator below me has spikes on top, and so I can't jump down back to the elevator, so I actually need to call the elevator to ride it down in order to find my way. Actually, yeah, I still can't get through this door. And I can't get through this door. Okay, so we need to find a way to get somewhere that unlocks some of these doors. And so that probably means fighting through one of these rooms that had one of the big monsters. I'm pretty nervous about this guy. Can I just jump over his head and avoid him for the moment? Yes. Let's do that, because I'm down to 3 of my 6 hearts. Okay, you I have some more confidence with. That I can do things like that. There we go. Okay, and he does indeed take 4 hits. Great. And I can actually heal once more. Great. Okay, wing sentry. Oh, this is a different guy. He throws a javelin. Let's learn about him. Lance sentry. Wing sentry of Hallownest equipped with a nail lance. Charges at threats or throws a lance from a distance. Alright. But I think he just took 2 shots with the nail. So I'm glad we got this upgraded nail. Yeah, the nail upgrade, once you come down into the city, finding the nail master and or nailsmith, whatever his name was, and being able to upgrade your nail is super useful. Okay, you. I see you. Alright, you were just the sentry, and then you guys. You only take 2 hits now. You used to take 3 hits, so that's great. Alright, show me one of these places where I can hit a switch. I see the bellfly. Alright, and I think one of the switches is over here that I can unlock. Yes, it is. It's right here. I'm gonna go ahead and hit that. Alright, this is the lance guy, and I think he only takes 2 hits. One more. Oh, I guess he does take 3 hits. Oops. Alright, and I just fell all the way down here. Alright, if I can hit that. Unlock this door. Great. Okay, killed him. And was there anything else up here? No, I think basically I was just pulling those 2 switches. So did that actually unlock something else back upstairs that allows me to travel upwards? Let's find out. Oops, I don't want to go downwards. I want to go upwards, please. Despite the fact that I've played this a bit, I have still not a good sense. I guess it's just unlocked over here and I'm at the top of the elevator shaft. Okay, that's a better reason why it keeps trying to go down, because there is no up. Yeah, I'm still not fully sure that I understand the operation of the elevator. Here we go. Okay, there's a sign that says that there's a bench upwards to the left. So I'm going to head upwards to the left because I would like to get to another bench. Go ahead and kind of call things for now. Oops! Alright, but I found another distraction that is worthwhile. There's a grub that we can rescue. Hey, buddy! He gets so happy when I get close and so sad when I get far away. Hooray! Alright, we rescued a grub. Wasn't on my to-do list, but that one's worth taking the detour for. Oh, hey, look! Paper! Paper means maps. Maps, yikes, means map maker. Alright, let's shoot. And let's shoot again. Great. That was totally worth it. Oh gosh, more bad guys. Alright, we're trapped in a little arena fight here. As tends to happen in this game. I'm going to leverage my Thorns of Agony. Alright. Let's heal back up a little bit, but we saw some paper, which suggests that Cornifer is going to be up here, so that we can actually get a map of this place. There's also a sign for a bench. These are both things that I want. There's a toll booth. Yes. Let's buy ourselves a bench. Just comes up out of the ground and unfolds. Alright. And it says map updated. It would be even better if we bought a map so that we could look at it. Isn't this a change from those natural twisting caverns? The rain does cast something of a sadness upon it all, but the architecture is simply splendid. Charging such a different place is quite the challenge, though one I've eagerly undertaken. Perhaps you'd like to purchase a copy of my achievements so far. Yes, I would. Purchase a map of the area. Only 90. That's terrific. That's relatively cheap. Map updated. So here is what we know so far of the City of Tears. And it looks like there's actually a stagway further above us. So that would be great to try to get to in the near future. We've both come far to reach this grand place. While I'm about these buildings, I must remember to collect a trinket or two for a Zelda. Yeah, that'd be nice. If you're gonna do all this traveling, bring something back for the wife. Alright, that's all he has to say. Let's see. Yeah, with the stagway up there, I would love to get to the stagway. That would be a good place to go ahead and end an episode, I think. Because if we can get there, then we have, once again, the ability to travel to far more places. Hey, look what we found! It's Zote the Mighty. Oi, watch where you're going, you soggy vagabond. I don't want you splashing me. I've had a miserable time trying to keep dry. I am Zote the Mighty, a knight of great renown. He says that every time. I don't think he recognizes us. If I decide that I'm going to stay dry, then that's what's going to happen. Curse this wretched city. Water and monsters constantly fall from above. It's no wonder this blasted kingdom fell to ruin. Have you seen them? The guards who patrol the city, even after dying? Yes, I have. I've actually fought a bunch of them. Humph. Being overly devoted to one's duties is no virtue. Alright, that's all that Zote has to say. I think I mentioned before that I think he has more lines of dialogue than any other character. We'll see Zote on more than one occasion. Alright, but from here, it looks like if I go up and left and then up and right, I can get to the Stag Station, so that is my final goal for the episode. But it seems to me that there's some difficult bad guys to deal with here. We got these Lance Sentries. Who, did they take 2 or 3 hits? Right, 3 hits. Ouch! Darn it. Alright, well my Thorns will finish him off. That I have to be careful for. There's spikes over there on the left that I don't want to fall into. Okay, there's a Wing Sentry. I managed to avoid landing on any of the platforms below me, so I have to climb all the way back up, which was brilliant. And yeah, even though there's more directions to go in this room, I'm just going to try to focus on trying to get to the upper left, like the map suggests has an exit. Yeah, right over here. And actually, while I have a moment, I can heal, but there's a sign that says the Stagway is up and to the right. Oh, but I see something glowing, and I can hear it. Whenever you see something glowing, you gotta go get it. So let's make one more quick diversion. Let's go pick up another Wanderer's Journal, I guess from one of these dead bugs. Alright, but the stag station, it said, is up this way. Oh, hello. Winged sentry. Alright, let's kill you before you kill me. There we go. Great. Oh, crap. And then dash onto spikes. Brilliant, Brian. Just brilliant. Alright, this is definitely going to... I almost did it again. Gonna be a good place to finish things up. Ooh, this thing sinks out from under me. I can actually break the chain, and it gives me a step up so that I can actually just jump directly up here rather than having to go around that spiky area. But this brings me to the Stagway. And over here in the Stagway, another toll machine. I'm glad I still have more geo, even after buying the map, so that we can actually open up the Stagway. And call the last stag. Map has been updated. Each time we open a Stagway, I always like to talk to him because sometimes he has new dialogue. I remember the station well. A common trip it was. Goods from all over the kingdom were transported here. Not a lot was sent back the other way, though. So everything was coming into the city. Alright, and that's just what he says when he has no more dialogue. Alright, that's a good place to go ahead and finish things up for today. We have mapped out a good bit of the City of Tears, a new region. We managed to upgrade our nail, and so next time, at this point, now that we have the Mantis Claw, like, there's a whole bunch of places that we could go back and explore, or new directions that we could explore. So I'll have to decide what I want to try to do next for next time. I hope, as always, that you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you again soon for more Hollow Knight. Bye-bye.